Welcome back to Attack on Titan Anime Review, special number 12. This one reviewing the 113th chapter of the manga, Violence. Chapter starts off with Proxus and a few of his subordinates, just recover from briefly being numb. You see people gathering guns, see Hodge in a carriage, of course that's contemplated a little later, and then we see Zeke. He's running away from the Titans that basically turned Levi's subordinates into Titans. And the Titans try to kill him. Of course, they run up trees trying to get him. Chops their fingers off. Does one of his special moves. And Zig's like, yeah, I got you. They're on the microphone. We see outside, I think it's Marley, about to lead a full-scale assault, full-scale assault on the island. Of course, nobody knows about this at all. Levi gets injured, though he doesn't die. Eren briefly appears in a cameo. Probably, from what I can tell from here, it looks like Zeke has the ability to telepathically communicate with his own brother. So the Titans are running, and of course, then we have some Titans getting taken out. Levi getting really angry, and Zeke telling him attack him. Of course, then he bites himself, transforms himself into the frickin' Beast Titan. Yeah, he's not in Beast Titan for very long. Levi just slicing at him and throwing rocks at Levi. Of course, he takes out a majority of the Titans. And then, of course, Levi comes down, slices over the back of his neck, the neck between the neck and the back, to get him out, and he's basically barely alive. Because otherwise I won't be killing you yet. Go back to seeing Instructor, what's his name? Shots, yeah. First time since the Uprising arc he's been seen. Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen him. And he's like telling the crew, it's like, yeah, despite the change of stuff and control, it's like, yeah, it's their time to shine. And then all of a sudden, doors open and it's Yaren's brigade with Hange in custody. Yeah, one guy shoots the ground. That's always thought if I shoot your leg, it could make you talk faster and get it over with. And he's like, talk about what? It has nothing to do with you. We don't need an old guy like you who gets no redeeming qualities aside from being obsolete. From now on, those of you in the training corps, this is your era. Those of you in the Jaeger faction have sworn dedicated loyalties basically, like, Yaren's gonna be in charge, and he says, your first task of loyalty, beat up the instructor. And he's like, let me see you purge them. As he gets thrown into jail, and all of a sudden, and Han's like, stop like an idiot. They'll match me, and of course, he gets beaten up off panel. Yes. Somehow this beating is taken up it's like, oh yeah, they're not matching me. 2 panels later, poof. He's on the ground bleeding. Yeah. I'm sure in the anime they're probably going to show the beat up. Because I'm sure people read this stuff like, damn. Missed opportunity, like, why'd you have this beat up happen off panel? It's really weird. I'm sure when the anime does adapt this particular chapter, they might include the beatdown. Either part of the episode or flashback. And then we see, I think this is supposed to be Eren, but he's like clean shaven. He's standing in the building. And we cut back to Levi. And Zeke. And Zeke's got a freaking rod in his abdomen. Yeah, it's called the Thunder Spear. Fused to a wire connected tied around your neck. If you move recklessly, it will detonate from your abdomen. It'll probably end up splitting you in 2 pieces. It's like, yeah, and of course the guy's like burned. And then of course, yeah, it looks like, from the look of it, when you see this shot, it looked like possibly he's a boat, but nope. He's one of those carts that's frequently seen throughout the whole series. And then he chops off his feet and starts slicing up his legs. Then he's like, you won't need your glasses anymore. And then we have a flashback to Zeke and his father playing baseball. First time I've seen baseball in this series. Yeah, because normally in the series, people won't have time to basically play baseball. And he's wearing a star. It could possibly be Marley. I'm not really sure. It's like, oh, we have this flashback. And it says to be continued in the March issue. Probably next month, anyways. Yeah, really good chapter. Surprisingly, no. I mean, aside from the brief cameo appearance by Aaron, he doesn't physically actually appear in this chapter. And I have Meat's arm, and that's probably gonna be saved for next chapter for next month. This overall was a good chapter. It does advance this plot really well, though I do disagree with being abstract because he's a good character in the series. Like, okay, you have this guy who's a very well respected figure in the series, and then they turn against him, and he gets beaten to a pulp off panel. You know, it's like maybe like a few images, like a few punches here and there, and then it's like yeah, him saying, "Oh yeah, they're no match for me." 2 panels later, he's on the ground covered with bruises. What? Seriously? Yeah, missed opportunity there. Aside from that, this was a really damn good chapter, and I'm really looking forward to next month's chapter when it comes out next, which will be the 114th chapter. Yep. So that's it for this particular review. Stay tuned for my review of the second season of Overlord if I finish it up today, which probably will be the case. Yeah, it would just depend on when I finish it, okay? But until I see you in the next review, bye.